Okay, class, let's begin. I am Dr. Gibbs, and today let's start talking about slavery and the necessity and need for slavery in the starting and perpetuating the free enterprise in America. Yes?
Don't you think what you just said was a little bit out of line and just flat out racist to some people in this room?
How could rhetoric offend you or anyone else here today when it's referring to a time in history?
It's the use of language in said rhetoric that we find egregious and should not be used in this type of setting like this, okay? You're a white man teaching African American history, and you can't teach me my history.
He used the word egregious. Cute. First of all, I have a PhD in history, which means I studied history as a whole, and part of that history is a study of African Americans. So take that ghetto tone and go somewhere else with it.
What are you talking about, Gibbs? Have you gone senile or something? Okay. Just because you learned your history, don't mean you know mine, our history. You don't know it, okay? You can't teach me my history.
First of all, it's either Dr. Gibbs or Professor Gibbs to you. Secondly, lower your tone in this classroom. Don't feel yourself all puffed up because you got into a debate. I don't answer to you. I'm the professor. I give out the grades. And here, in this room, I'm not gonna have that ghetto argument. If you like that, go back to the ghetto you came from.
Look, what you're doing is you're using this as an opportunity to be racist under the radar, okay? While teaching an African American lesson. It don't work like that. You cannot teach me my history.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. And what I was trying to do was to get you out of your weak-mindedness and get you into the new world way of thinking, that you're not involved in slavery like that at all. Okay? You know what, class, you're dismissed.
Weak-minded? Okay, I work my ass off in this class, okay, every day while working a side job to eat and survive, and you gonna call me weak-minded?
You think you're the first student to work your way through college? You're unique? You're not the first monkey to learn how to eat a banana. You think...
Wesley Matthews, Jr., 3.98 GPA, honor roll, prospective salutatorian, active in multiple clubs. Okay, so I get the gist of who you are, but what I don't get is what transpired here today. How in the world did we get here, Mr. Matthews? Now look, I've heard accounts from other people as to what went down over there, but now I need to hear it from you.
He's disrespectful and just flat out racist, okay? He thinks he can teach African American history by belittling our past and culture, and that is not cool.
Well, unfortunately for you, I don't take these matters as a joke. Not racism, nor violence. Now, having said that, you are hereby suspended from Union State College. Hopefully, you will gain some restraint from this experience.
That is not fair, okay? The professor goes on a racist rant and I get punished for it?
Look, both of you violated school policies, but yours was far more severe. You punched and assaulted the professor when he did no bodily harm to you. Now, the professor will be up for suspension. Okay. Hopefully that'll make you feel better.
Okay, I'll take the suspension.
Well, what's fair is fair. And I am going to recommend that the professor be terminated after a 90-day suspension.
Thank you.
That it? That's all. Thanks.
Moral of the story is, remember, there's no welcome place for racism.
Standing up for yourself may come at a cost, but just make sure that it's worth it.
You may not agree with what somebody says, but that never justifies violence.